Can we just pause? Like, I need to. Surprisingly, I know it's like 12 o'clock, but I gotta go make a sale real quick. He's outside my house, so let me just make this sale, and then we can continue. Pause.
Okay, well, you should throw that in the video too, because
Yeah,
that's the
for
hustler
sure.
lifestyle.
Hustler never sleeps, man. I gotta go sell a Samsung S8 right now, so we're gonna put a pause on this video, but we're not done. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'm back, man. That was quick. That was a good quick sale.
You didn't get robbed. That's good.
No, I
Yo,
did
I was just
not get robbed. What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler here, and today me and Aaron from Departures Capital will be talking about a very interesting article titled "Can Aurora Top 1 Million Kilograms of Annual Production?" So this article gets into detail as to why Aurora producing 1 million kilograms of marijuana is a possibility for the near future. Also, there's a part 1 to this video titled "Is Aurora the Best Way to Play the Industry?" So if you haven't watched that yet, you should check it out. I'll leave the link right here in the top corner or in the description below. Well, before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to please give me a like. It really helps my channel and it will push me to make more videos. So let's try to get this video to 100 likes. With the bang, or go 2 more articles?
and with the banger of your article.
So ignore Canopy Growth, the cannabis market leader.
Yeah, He's not going to get any views.
I guess not. If you guys want to see this article, want us to read it, give us 100 likes, and we'll make a Canopy Growth, the market leader video. But since you guys are obviously all here for Aurora, and I'm sorry for the false advertisement, because at the beginning we said we were going to read the article Elon Musk and Facebook is undervalued and will rise like the phoenix. But if you guys want to see those 3 articles, give us 100 likes, and we'll see if you guys want to see another company besides Aurora. But we'll go on to the
Yes.
big bang. So the big bang right here, it's titled "Could Aurora Cannabis Hit 1 million kilograms in annual pot production?" So when 2018 finally comes to a close, investors will likely look back and declare this the most game-changing year in the cannabis history. So the big news, as you're probably aware, was the legalization of recreational marijuana in Canada a little more than 5 weeks ago. When the industry is running on all cylinders, it's expected to bring in billions of dollars in added annual sales, as well as generate plenty of green for the industry. And by green, we're talking about marijuana. So, but beyond just Canada legalizing adult use weed, it was a record-breaking year. We witnessed the first cannabinoid-based drug approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, saw multiple U.S. states vote in favor of their marijuana initiatives in the midterm elections, observed Tilray become the first Canadian pot stock to IPO on a reputable U.S. exchange. And we all know what happened to Tilray when they IPO'd in the New York Stock Exchange.
So lucky they got in there first, though, man. Like,
So
seriously.
lucky they got in first, and had more than half a dozen of the largest marijuana deals in history announced. So Aurora Cannabis been a busy bee in 2018. So what's particularly interesting about this last point is the 2 largest acquisitions in history belong to Aurora Cannabis. Leader in the annual output. You could rightly say it's been a busy year for Aurora, having begun the year with the expectations of just over 100,000 kilograms of annual production from this flagship Aurora Sky facility, along with Aurora VIE and Aurora Mountain. The company now forecasts around 570,000 kilograms of cannabis a year following its MedRelief acquisition. Here's a quick but perhaps not all-inclusive rundown on the capacity expansions actions in 2018. Maybe we shouldn't really read all that. That's a lot to read. So obviously we know they acquired MedRelief, they acquired CannaMed.
They also acquired ICC Labs, but that's more so for research and stuff.
So they paid $852 million for CannaMed. Ontario-based MedRelief for $2.5 billion in July, marking the largest acquisition in cannabis history. And then it announced the construction of 2.2 million square foot facility in Medicine Hat, Alberta, to be known as Aurora Sun, which it could yield 150 kilograms a year. I guess this is pretty important. We should read all this. Aurora announced a partnership with Alfred Pedersen and Son in Denmark to retrofit existing vegetable growing facilities spanning 1 million square feet, known as Aurora Nordic. This project could yield 120,000 kilograms per year. So Aurora is spending a lot of money right now, and it's for good reason. Just give me 1 second. You add all this up along with the company's projects that were already in the works, and we arrived to at an expected 570,000 kilograms of annual yield when it closed the Med Relief deal. So now we're going to go to the juicy part of the article where it is, could Aurora top 1 million kilograms of annual production? Maybe. Then in September, Aurora Cannabis went shopping once again, and it announced that the acquisition of which is what you were talking about, South America-based ICC Labs, just over 221 million. Although it's not a huge deal, ICC Labs has a lot of capacity expansions and acreage at its disposal. So this is from South America then. So I'm not surprised that it's cheap. So for 221 million, they probably got a lot more bang for their buck than they would have in Canada or in the United States, because South America is a lot cheaper compared to these countries. But
yeah, totally. Growing, especially in Colombia, there's a certain regions in Colombia, they're just growing like crazy there.
Exactly. So according to the press release describing the combination, ICC Labs has 2 operational greenhouses spanning an aggregate 92,000 square feet, along with the 2 facilities that are under construction, totaling 124,000 square feet and 1 million square feet, respectively, since Aurora owns Larson, a leading construction and consulting firm for greenhouses. It'll be able to internalize its cost to get these facilities up to speed and should be able to improve output. So it's also noted that the ICC Labs has 3 outdoor grow sites that could span more than 800 aggregate acres should Aurora choose to take advantage of this capacity. Its ICC Labs acquisition could add an estimated 450,000 kilograms in annual production, assuming the company is able to meet or exceed expectations with Aurora Sky, Aurora Nordic, Aurora Sun, pretty much all the companies we just talked about, and may be able to hit 1 million kilograms in annual output with the ICC's properties. Not to mention that there's a land adjacent to Med Relief's Exeter facility, 94 acres, that could easily house a 1.5 million square foot facility capable of perhaps 175,000 kilograms annual yield. So in other words, Aurora has a real shot to become the first pot stock to yield 1 million kilos of weed per year. That's amazing. So do you want to finish this off with production isn't everything? So there's the good, but then there's a however. So let's hear it.
However, investors should understand that production isn't everything when it comes to marijuana stocks. It's simply one piece of a very big puzzle. With regard to Aurora Cannabis, investors would be implored to pay closer attention to the company's efforts to diversify its product portfolio, find a partner, and minimize its share-based dilution, which has always been a problem with Aurora. In terms of Aurora's product portfolio, we're liable to see the company's focus on alternative consumption options as well as on branding and marketing. Dried cannabis flower has been commonized in a relatively short period of time in Colorado, Washington, and Oregon, and Canada is probably next. This means that
can we just pause? Surprisingly, I know it's like 12 o'clock, but I got to go make a sale real quick. It's outside my house, so let me just make this sale, and then we can continue.
Okay, well, you should throw that in the video too, because that's the hustler lifestyle.
Hustler never sleeps, man. I gotta go sell a Samsung S8 right now, so we're gonna put a pause on this video, but we're not done.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'm back, man. That was quick. That was a good quick sale.
You didn't get robbed. That's good.
No, I did not get robbed.
I was just making a joke with my buddy, like he's there, and I was like, "Yo, investing hustler comes back with like a black eye and back onto the video."
Oh, man, no, that's never happened.
That's good.
The other way around. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I actually have some pretty crazy reselling stories. Like I've had, oh man, that's a story for another day. But yeah, I did take off my hat because appearance is everything when you make a sale. If you go out wearing a hat, baggy shit, and like all gangster and stuff, no one's gonna want to buy a phone off you. But I took off the hat. The guy trusted me right away. He didn't even open the box, and
could have been empty. Perfect.
So yeah, back to this article.
Share-based dilution. That's always been a problem with ACB. So in terms of Aurora's product portfolio, we're liable to see the company's focus on alternative consumption options. I believe I just read this. That means concentrated effort is needed by growers to introduce higher margin alternative options. Aurora's partnership with Capsicum to develop soft gel capsules is one such instance of Aurora trying to grab the high margin bull by the horns. That's true, because just dried flowers, I mean, you can it's of course going to sell, but they need other things that have higher margins that's going to profit them.
I've heard
Anyway,
this topic so many people talk about this so many times, just like tobacco companies or wheat companies. Growing tobacco and wheat is very easy and simple, but you got to put a brand behind that.
oh, totally.
So that's why those CBD drinks are an amazing idea, because you could put a brand behind those drinks. Just like
Yeah.
tobacco, cigarettes, it's like people don't buy cigarettes because of the supplier of tobacco. They buy it because
The
of the
brand. Yeah.
so yeah, but sorry, go on.
No, exactly. It would also be in the company's best interest to land a brand name partner like Rivals Canopy Growth and Hexo. Totally. I mean, Constellation Brands, Molson Coors, those are very valuable partnerships. Even with a presence in 18 countries and 5 continents, Aurora would benefit from finding a brand name partner, as well as enjoy the added validity of landing a big name believer in his business.
Yeah.
You know, it's ballooning share count. It's no secret that the cash is a very precious commodity for pot stocks, since banks have been most unwillingly to business with marijuana companies, to do business with marijuana companies. This has enticed Aurora to use bought deal offerings. So by the time its ICC Labs deal closes, the company may near 1 billion shares outstanding. So that's the thing. I mean, yeah, the company is expanding like crazy on shareholder equity, and also, you know, they're using it for good things, which is great. But in terms of a shareholder, I mean, we want to see things that are going to support the share price, right? Because at the end of the day, we're investors as well.
Exactly.
So
Why do you think Aurora isn't partnering up with anyone? Do you think they're a company that thinks they could do it all on their own, or do you think they're just waiting for the right partner, or they haven't had the right offer? Like, what do you think?
I think it's a combination of all those things. I mean, right now, I don't think the share price is too high. I think the share price is
Yeah.
fairly reasonable right now. I mean, we look at Aurora versus Canopy versus Tilray.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's an issue. You know, it also could be, we've never thought about this, but what if the partners, you know, they couldn't make a deal with Aurora. Like they couldn't come to
Yeah.
a deal, or Aurora wasn't. Yeah, who knows? I mean,
Plus,
there's so many things.
highly of themselves, maybe they saw Canopy get a $5 billion deal, and maybe they're like, we want the same thing or more. And maybe they've had offers on the table that they've rejected because it wasn't as good as $5 billion.
No,
So
that's true.
who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Let us know what you guys think. All right, well, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave us a like. And if we reach 100 likes, we'll make a video on Canopy, on Tesla, and Facebook. There's three interesting articles that we read. And don't forget to subscribe to Departures Capital, to Investing Hustler. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you guys on my next video. I owe you guys a video, actually. I'm going to try to drop it out tomorrow or maybe another day. I've been very behind on everything, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.